Welcome in back, everybody. I'm Free for Time Gaming, and we're back. Well, obviously. Didn't stream yesterday, but we discussed that last week that I wouldn't be streaming Friday night because I had to be at work last night. But welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good time. But yeah, so we're just going to get going. We are starting back exactly where we left off last week. So we're just going to get right back into it. Sorry, I'm just getting everything squared away. For some reason, I seem to be fumbles tonight. But yep, we're just back right where we left. So we've got, the construction going on over here. We got this. Oh, that freaks me out every time when you hear voices in that workbench. We've got our, products all put away. We don't have any new product ready to put away right now. So let's see here. I know the fields are already prepped, limed. We're at the bottom half of September, so I think we're mainly just looking at contracts. We do need to start looking at either buying the field the south of us, but that has parsnips, which we don't have the equipment for. And we also need to look at building the pigsty. I'm guessing it's going to go right about here. I mean, we may have to trim into that, but we don't have food for pigs yet, but we can start building the pigsty. I'd be actually interested to see if the build all mod has the pigsty going. I do want to make sure that we have enough money on hand, because this is going to be the field that we're going to buy eventually. And it's 161, not bad. So we've got to definitely have enough money for it right now, but we want to make sure with the pigsty, at least building the pigsty. Let's see what we got available. I mean, we might as well. Wrong buttons. I'll get there. So I hope everybody's had a great week. Work went actually pretty well last night. So got done at 4 o'clock in the morning instead of 6. So that was actually kind of nice. But otherwise, yeah, everything went pretty smooth the last week. We're just kicking off for the next one. All right, pigs. I'm not the biggest fan of pigs, but you know what? It's part of my challenge. I challenged myself, so guess what? Suck it up. Well, we want to do the one that can at least do 1,000, because we got to go to 1,000 pigs. Next 50, 200. That's 1,000, but that's a big mod. That's not too bad. I really want a slurry pit. I don't think I have the slurry pit one yet. They take just about everything. Just looking to watch these little icons go by, see if we've got any that do slurry. Remember, right? Let's go back to cows. Yeah, it shows they can eat. Doesn't tell me if they've got slurry or not. Bummer. So that's the Iowa Plains one. That's the one that goes with this map. That thing's brutally large. Realistically large. 200, that's 1,000, 109, that's 2,000. Those things are monsters. I don't have room for one of those yet. Alright, I guess we go with the modular one here. So we either lose. Okay. This one does. Wow, this doesn't do like hardly any. This one do 50, 25, 1,000, but that's decently sized at least. Yeah, and it definitely has an output for slurry. That will take 4 months. You can see the duration, 4 months. That tells us how long it's going to take to... The nice thing about that is we can save a little money. And we should be able to build our own. So how do we want to lay that one out? I mean, it's field on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. Kind of like that. everybody think? I think so. We can customize the field from there. We're gonna go. I do an override anyway, so it wouldn't matter, but this way it shouldn't delete any of my field. I'm putting it right next to two fields. Rather not lose any field space. Yes, I would like to customize that. Alright. We're gonna go glasses tonight. I know. Alright. Alright, what's that from? Okay. Well, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to drive. Where's it going to pick up? Where's it going to pick up? Where's it going to be? There. All right. Oh, nope. Let's hear what's back on this thing. That does work. We're going to go there. Leave a pig squeal. That was hilarious. Alright, that way it gives us... Is that the way we want to do it? But I take that back. No. No, come on. I know, I'm being indecisive, but I'm the farmer. That's my choice. There. That was weird. Every other one is making a squeal. Gotta leave room to get the... Let's see here, somewhere in here. I need to leave room to get to that. So we're gonna kind of come over. Go there. What do we want? Oh, it's so close. Maybe we should do it that way with the... That's right there. Do you want to plant the meadow? Yeah. All right, now we got two projects going. Right on. Let's see what this one needs. That's kind of cool. It's the first project I've seen with a fence for stuff. So what do we need? I'm guessing we need a lot. There's our construction. I'm going to take a screenshot of that so I can start getting materials ready. You don't see me doing that. It just freezes the screen, it looks like. All right. Okay. Prefab walls. Wood beams. Planks long, cement, planks. All right. Let's see what we can go getting. Go getting. Greatsy English. All right. Well, I got my list up on the other screen so you guys can't see that. We're going to start getting product together. So we can start getting this one rocking and rolling. One, it'll...
I've got a perfectly good plan.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a good idea. I have no idea what you're saying because it's not in English. All right. Oh, We don't have a prefab wall anymore. It sucked that. So I don't think. So we may have to go buy a prefab wall. Let's see what we got. Actually, probably want to go grab the trailer. Wow, I still have enough prefab wall to cover the cost of this. That, I think we'll go hitch up to the trailer so we have that. I need 3 wood beams. Okay. And I need 6 planks long. Two cement brick. Let's go. I do need roof plates. It's a partial. Come on. Cement brick. 2 of those. The other one was a partial, and I don't think it was going to get me enough. Okay. 2 roof plates. And we need 11 planks, which is 12, so. Wow. Yeah, let's go get the flatbed. We can still pull it with this. That way we can do one haul over there instead of a bunch of teeny weeny ones. It's gonna get tight in here. I didn't do it. The bot stream said I needed to do a jelly drop when we were still in countdown, so let's get it done. There we go. Those who may not remember, those are hydration drops that are flavored. These guys have like a light lemon flavoring to them. Do have other flavors, and maybe once I start, lemon seems to be bulked in stock right now for me. Hey Nate, how you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. All right, load. Let's back up and see if we can get those 2 on the end. Well, I greatly appreciate it. 59, thanks, man. Be looking for the, depending on your settings for YouTube. If your settings are public, we should be getting a pop-up here pretty soon saying that you subbed. If you're set to private, not a big deal. You still get to sub. It just won't give us an on-screen heads up that you subbed. All right, we got that one. That's loaded. We'll come back for the rest of them. But welcome in. I thank you for the sub. If you don't mind, tell me a little bit about yourself. How'd you find the channel? Did you just find us tonight, or have you kind of been lurking on us a while and trying to figure out if you want to join? Love to hear what brought you to us. Like all that. Come on. Oof. Are you not picking up the rest of it? There we go. I bet that's it for those. All partials. There it is, Nate. See, told you. There it is. There it is. There's your subscribe heads up. Woo! All right, those are just the partials left over from maxing it out. So we'll lock those back in, take them, put them back in. Dust Bunny, sweet. Love Miss Dust Bunny. Very awesome, dude. One day, I'll get there. I know I'm paying my dues, so not a worry to it. So, I mean, I just started streaming in March, so I think I'm doing pretty good. Almost 60 subscribers since March. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I only stream twice a week, so yeah, I know. I've got a lot of friends that are streamers. Miss Dust Bunny is obviously one of them, you know. There's a few others out there, you know. I followed the old schools, you know, Driver and Clutch and DJ and all those guys, you know. HC Studios. I followed all those guys, so I know the process. It takes some time. BDD. The rest of the guys are down in the list in my chat list. So, but I appreciate you jumping in, man. That's great. Glad you found us. My game style starts out as, I usually like to start pretty low-key, you know, in like a challenge mode, very little equipment. My equipment's all damaged, I have to fix it all up, just, you know, prepare the farm before I can even start farming. And then as I get higher and higher through the game, and more and more, then things become a little bit more realistic as I go. It's not all over at night, but overnight, but it gets ultra, or not ultra unrealistic, but it gets there. You won't see me running 300 miles an hour at 50-meter working widths. I like to, what I call it, you can see it's in my challenge, even for this one, that I limit my widths of my products to the maximum game width of whatever's in the game. So if the maximum head for mowing is 12 meters wide, which it is, actually I think there's a 14, then if I'm using a mod that's got wide widths, it can't be wider than that 14. That's just the way I kind of operate. But it's all good. Everybody's got their method of play. I started on consoles on 17, stayed on consoles in 19, then switched over in 22 to PC. So, just started streaming in 25. That's my story in a nutshell. Oh yeah, if you're that didn't update. It's supposed to be updated. I updated all those codes beforehand. So Nate, do its exclamation MYT. I abbreviated it. If you drop that in the chat, it should pull your channel. Definitely throw your channel out there, so it's in the stream list or the chat list. All right, so we've got that project going. Let's go double check that. Oh, time to hydrate. We're already there. Okie dokie. Stream's gonna keep me drinking tonight. Sláinte. I do have it firing every 20 minutes. Get really dry talking. Oh, I need cement bags. That I still have to get. All right, let's go buy cement bags. I won't need the trailer for that. I can get that all on the loader. It's my loader's magic. There we go. All right, 6 cement bags. Here we go. Two projects going, and they should both be done in time for when winter's over. That'll be nice. Alright, cement bags. There we go. Okay, we can drop that one, and then we'll take... It's not listed, that's why. So we'll do... another 5, I believe. Cement bags, there we go. Maybe just a little short, and I may have to come back and get one. That's alright. Fun part's gonna be loading these, because I gotta get them doubled up. One thing I don't like about the storage mod is it puts everything at an angle now. It used to come out straight. That's alright, because that's the next... No, it's not gonna be the next thing I ever build. Works, so I think the next thing is going to be the... I want to get a silage, not a silage bin, but a silage cooker, if you will, so I can start cooking grass into silage and make a little bit more money off the grass. Plus we'll need it for the pigs anyway. Alright, we're going to take it over like this just for kicks and giggles. Giggles and kick, whatever. I'll go back and get those last two. Ooh, this is gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight later on with another small tractor. That's alright. We'll make it work. Probably in the end, in the process, move the water tank there. Ooh. Come on, you should be able to take it right here. There we go. I got myself in a pickle. I need a smaller... I know what I want. I don't want it yet. I like that little JCB mini telehandler. It's tight, fits in great in small spaces. It's a telehandler boom. It's not strong, so it's not going to be good at picking up heavy loads, but you definitely get back through here. Alright. Might have made that too tight. Oh well. I'm going to have to go check that. Give me 1 second, everybody, because I know I changed that code. Yeah, that's weird. I did update that one. But I'll see if it works again. See what happens. All right. Back in. Thanks for bearing with me. One of the things I've been doing, kind of switched, kind of laying off. If you guys have been in here a while, you know that one of my other games that I play in my downtime is Dune. I've looked at it, I've got like 600 hours on it. I'm like, wow, what am I doing? So I'm going to kind of lay low on Dune for a while. Woohoo, that's all we need. Right on. That's all we need. Alright, cool. Take that and drop it back off in storage. So I started picking up construction sim. I ended up having to go through all the stuff and refigure out the controls on it because everything was mapped in reverse to what I'm used to using, especially in real life. You know, when you I have operated front loaders and in real life. It's been a long time, but I remember how it works. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been on them, the control arm, you actually pull backwards to lift it up. Push forward, it drops it back down. But usually a lot of the game sticks will do the opposite. You push up on the game stick and it lifts things up. So that's just opposite to me. So I'm working on it. So if I mess up on up and down, that's the excuse I'm going to use. So I've been playing construction sim, trying to get those controls all figured out. Okay, we got 2 construction projects in full swing. Rock and roll. If you guys don't remember, if you weren't on the stream last week, go back and look at it. This is a new barn, a new garage and workshop going in. So once that's done, we'll have a new garage workshop, so we can store more equipment in there, bigger equipment. The combine will go in there when it's done. And we just at the beginning of the stream put down that's a big pasture because we have to start getting pigs going. We got chickens going, we got pigs going, we got a greenhouse going. But we're going to have to get some more space. We still have another field I want to buy just to our south. But I can't buy that until it's been harvested because it's got parsnips. Alright, we are mid-morning. All of our chores are done. Now we can pick up this little thing over here. We can check how our production's going. I know I've got one production turned off because we're out of wood. Okay. So the cement factory's going okay. We've got a decent amount of wood or of stones in there to process. We're getting the firewood's brewing away. Greenhouse looks low, but it's actually pretty decent. I mean, they hold 10 million. I mean, I'm not going to max those out. And then the sawmill, that's the one we had to shut down because we ran out of wood for that. We don't have any wood on our property anymore. So that's not going to happen for a little bit. All right, let's pick up this pallet. Get it put away into storage. So once these 2 projects are done, which we got 3 months on the shed and 4 months on the pig. So it'll be a while. I do 2-day months, so that's gonna be 8 before they're done. And I do want before we start really harvesting grass next year. Or next year, I want to get those up and fully running so we can, or the silage one going so we can start doing that. So I'm going to kick off this one. I want to make sure that that one works. It's giving the right code. Yep, that one's got the right code in it. It's just weird. Thought I got them all before the stream started. Anyway, what are we looking for here? Well, let's pick a project because we're all ready to rock and roll. So let's see what type of contracts we're on. I can do that one. Make some good money plowing. It's actually pretty good money too, stone picking. And I like to keep the coppers tenor, and we're going to hold off doing wood transports for a long time. So let's go hit the plowing one. You know what? We did plowing the last contract on last week. So let's go stone picking first, then we'll do plowing. All right, I got the equipment for it anyway. So accept that contract. Sir Doodles. All right, let's get the stone picker. It's right behind us, actually. Let's double check where we're heading across the field. Alright, I know where that's at. Okay, we gotta cross the river anyway. Pull those off for a little bit. Oop, do something over on the southern screen. Man, I'm just all over the place today. That's done. Okay, what are we doing? Just watching some stats on my other screen here. Cool, we're doing good. chat screens and things popping up everywhere. Ooh, we're up to 60. Somebody subscribed out there. We haven't hit the notification yet, so if you did it in secret, we will see it soon. But thank you so much, Chores, for the new subscriber. We're at 60 subscribers. That is awesome. That is over 20 new subscribers in the last week. I can't say how much I appreciate that, everybody. If you're out there and you're in chat land and you can say hi, say hi. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Depending on your privacy settings, it might come up across the screen here. On the grass again. We're driving on the field grass again. It just doesn't go as well. I will fill the silence at times with singing, and it's terrible singing. You may want to fill the chat instead. Alright. Well, let's kick in those. Oh, stone picking, yeah. Like I just plowed that. Right, big stone. Alright, let's get down to the edge of the field. Called it too. Calling it last week. As soon as we were done with that, there was going to be a stone pick contract on that. Amazing, when you plow, the stones get pulled out. Redneck! I'm doing well. How are you doing, my friend? Stream. Yep, that one got behind. All right, Hank William, thanks for the subscription. Yeah, Emily, that's my dog. He's like, what the heck was that? 61 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Really, you're totally stellar. Thank you so much. Alright, I like to do 3 headlands on small equipment. Hold on a second, folks. My dog is going nuts, which means probably one of the cats is teasing him through the door. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm not going that far. Alright, I'm back. Really, I swear. Alright, now let's try this again. There it is. Lock and load. So what you been up to, Redneck? And Hank, if you can drop us a line and say hi in the chat, dude. Tell me a little about you. How you found me. Where you from? You on the U.S. side of the pond? You on the British side of the pond? I guess it's not just British, Europe. There's like several countries over there. There we go. Those tricky GPSs. That's all save jump there. Woo! Everything's just all over the place tonight. Reavers in the castle keep. Welcome in, everybody. Please check into the headman and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, I use medieval terms, especially Scottish medieval terms. Kick that off. Don't have that. Oh, I'm gonna kick these off. Nice going tonight. Hydrate time. Oh, let's see here. Last time it was water, so we're gonna do a jelly drop. We'll keep it. Excuse me. Keep it switched up. Plus, once I open up a jelly drop container, I gotta finish off before the end of the night, so. That's another way to kind of consider a jelly drop is think of a hydration gummy bear. That'd be about, but they're not sweet, there's no sugar in them. So hydration gummy. What happened? Woo-hoo! Snuck out. Right past the castle parts. Gotta love it. How silly British. squirrely. That's alright, it's fine. Close is good when God drags like hand grenades. The stone picking ones I actually do usually do 100% even though it doesn't need it, just so I can get the stones and stop. It doesn't take that much more. You're really not doing much to pick up 100%. Alright. The third headland, so we're going to start doing our up and downs. Get those rocking out. Whoa, 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 that's not what I wanted. Try that again. I went a little slop on a contract, but that was ridiculous. Woohoo! Here. Just are not moving as fast on my other screen. I don't know why. Interesting. Chat's not moving as fast. Welcome in, everybody, tonight. Hope you guys are having a good night and our weekend started off well. As for some of you, depending on what your location is, this could be morning for you too. For those it's morning, good morning. Fill the stone picker pretty close to full. 60%. Oh, let's see where we're at. 54% full and we're 70% done. It's going to be pretty close. Yeah. Yes, obviously this thing has a larger volume than the base game does. And width. Slightly wider width. But not ridiculous. It fits in with the parameters that it's no wider than any other physical game widest work with. So fuzzy in the eye. Just trying to beat up. Brushed it off. 5%. Almost. We're gonna finish it off anyway. Get those last bits of stone. Our production point. Still almost done. Contract. Now we will finish it. The field. Couple passes. All right. Next one, I'll pick up the spots that I missed. Woo-hoo. That's a pretty quiet run. Oop, got one little blurb over there. We'll go grab it right now. I don't think it's going to give us anything. Yeah, well, ouch. Out again. Alright, everybody, what? Stop looking at the center of the screen. I'm going to go circle circles. Alright. Get it up. And let's complete that contract. Get it out of the way. Select. See what we got for... I don't think we have any more stones. Picking? Nope. So now I guess it's going to be plowing. We'll plow that one. 29's a little further away. We could go grab it, but let's grab 16 first. Get this back, drop it off. Alright, we're gonna go across. Need to hit that bridge. Guess we could have gone around the Whoops! That was me. Nope, no crash counters. Haha. actually going to be the field right there. "13 Reavers in the castle keep. Welcome in, welcome in. Please make sure you check in with the headman and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to catch when I'm going to be streaming. We've had 3 new subscribers tonight, which is awesome. Thank you, everybody. If you're still here, I greatly appreciate it. Home sweet home. These dumped into the production. Drop it off. Plow. Go to that plow. Plow. There it is. Oh. Firewood made. All right, now we got to agree to that plowing contract. All right, accept it. Let's just cut through this one. Whee! Downhill. Steering assist, 3 headlands for smaller equipment. Lock that in. All right, and away we go. Let's see. Come off camera for just a second, but I'm still here. just making sure you're awake. Excuse me, I should have done that when I had the camera off. Apologize.
It snuck up on me.
Feel my throat tightening up. Now for some agua. Thanks a lot, y'all. Turn this tractor, it's dirty. Definitely wash it. All the equipment needs to have a good bath. Headland 2, let's go. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. There. get this field will create another stone contract. This one's probably big enough it'll fill it for the stone picker. Bring the truck out to finish it, so I have 2 loads. Might not, but it will. Good sized field. Welcome in, everybody. We've got 15 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Make sure you check in with the headman and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch when I'm streaming next. Should be streaming Friday the next time. Typically stream on Fridays and Saturdays. For me, it's nights. Late night. Plowing along, doing a contract. Just want to make up for some of the money that we just spent for the put in a new pig pen and added the. That's about it. Just the new pig pen. Yeah, we need to keep our coffers up for a little bit because we're going to have some new equipment needed soon. Need to buy a new plot of land. Definitely going to need a bigger tractor than this. It's a great tractor, but next field, when we start getting 3 fields, 4 fields going, this isn't going to be big enough for some of the equipment I want to handle. Slightly bigger plow would be nice. This is our third headland, so after we finish this headland, we'll start doing our back and forths. Yay! Just checking something on the other screen here, though. Away we go. Ooh. Watching jump. Thanks for everybody for coming in. We're up to 18 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Check into the Headman and hit that like button if you'd please. And you're always welcome to subscribe and share the channel. Come off camera again for just a quick second here, for a couple minutes. Hold on. I'm still here in the background. Really unfair on the track. Starting from a dead stop on a hill. Wow. Steep hill. There it is. Another hydrate. It's launching. Keep the water going. cab view for a little bit. Ooh, I won! I won! Took him down. All that dug in. Really digging deep. We're still a road. We can probably take those down. Field, we don't need the beacons going. Turn. Should have cross-widened it first. Got her down. was just watching the indicator stick on the left as I was moving the forks around. So okay. About level. The little things. It's the little things. Here we go. Dig deep. Dig deep. You awake? It's really digging. Digging deep. Slides on. You ready? Oh, I turned the clearance lights on. tractor's getting it on both directions. Yeah, we never downshift. Interesting. True, I can take over and manually shift, but we'll be inefficient. Whew, almost 50, yeah, 50%. We're done with this contract. A big field. Hopefully by the time we get to buying this field, we'll have a lot bigger tractor. I'm hoping by next season we'll have a bigger tractor. Depends on cost of things. It's plowing away. Clouds are starting to come in. I think we're slotting for bad weather. Where are we at? Nope, just cloudy the rest of the day. Yay. I'm still here. Came off camera for a little bit. I'm back. Oops. Shot that one. That's locking it. There. Digging down deep. Looks like we got 21 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in and joining tonight. If you haven't already, check in with the headman and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Also subscribe if you haven't already so that you get my updates on when I'm streaming, typically Friday and Saturday nights. Of course, share. If you like the channel, share with your friends, please. All those things do help the channel. I know every single streamer says it, but it's true. What helps us? Dig deep on those hills. Excuse me. I think I needed that wake up just as much as everybody else. Ta-da! 360 Panda. You're welcome. It's like a drone shot, but not. Front wheel skipping a little bit on those hills. Hard to tell. Slowly but surely, we're whittling away at this field. I'm just glad I don't use the other types of plows. I would not do plowing contracts with the inline plows. Woo! Jelly drop. Oh, that's a good hold skip. Luckily, they didn't throw me across this map when it released. Let's check the stats over here. Things running on time on my side. G-Porter must have done something. boys. Got a jump in numbers. 24 Reavers in the castle keep. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for coming in. If you don't mind checking with the headman, hit that like button so we know you're in. Drop a message in chat. Let me know who's there. Who just did that? So we'll do water. Let's launch him off. Let's try our luck tonight. Night farming for sure. Welcome in, Musil. How you doing tonight? Hey, Cobb. Welcome in, welcome in. I've never seen you guys' names before, but that doesn't mean anything. You guys could have been lurking, or maybe I just don't remember. But I'm Reaver Time Gaming. All right, now we're in the middle of a contract, or 3/4 of the way through a contract to plow this field, just to kind of pad the finances a little bit, because we just purchased some more stuff for the farm just before this. We got the big pen being built, and we got our new shed with workshop being built. We want to get a field as soon as it gets as soon as the game harvests it, because it's all parsnips, not having them too fresh in this playthrough to have the equipment for that. Ooh, see what happens. See what happens. Oh, and I got it. More gold. Works for me. So Muse and Cobb, how are you guys doing tonight? Well, at least Muse, I know you say it's late. Cobb, I don't know where you're at, so it's night for us. It's a night for you too. Colorado, so it's 11:30 at night. Very cool. Uh-oh. Bot just went weird. That's interesting. The bot just decided to kick off a whole bunch of commands. Very cool. I'm also a fellow editor. Here. I mean, this is short, not much editing to it, but it's the only clip I really have in here on this channel of my editing. Yes, it did. Took that live in Colorado, what was it? Just a couple weeks ago. That was in North Colorado. I took that. That was actually north of Greeley. That's way back home to Cheyenne. Very cool. Long time since they did any model railroading. Back in my youth. Did with my dad when I was growing up. Now I just prefer the big ones. I don't have to set those up. It's also a dying art too, so glad you're doing it. Actually pretty big. There's a museum not too far from me in Golden. It's got a pretty good size model railroad set up for the train museum there. And they have a few live ones there too. So what do you like to, what is your models? Is it steam? Is it diesel, electric, or do you mix them all up? Oh, very nice. Yep. That makes it a little easier if they're smaller scale in some aspects. You don't have to have as much space for them. Long time ago, my neighbor had a pretty good size. Well, it wasn't. I can't remember which scale it was, but he had one in his backyard. It wasn't huge, but it definitely weren't indoor size scale. I think the track was like 3 inches wide. Right about that. Been a long time since he passed away. A long time ago. It was cool because it came out of his basement, out into the backyard, went back in another hole. Nice setup. Musil, you have to forgive me. I saw you were working on training on something on RCS. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. If you could elaborate, that'd be great. Yep. Garden, yep. Unfortunately, we had to throw away all of my dad's model railroad stuff. It sat in boxes, got rusty, and just it was all defunct and beat up after like 3 moves. Unfortunately, the tracks were all bent and everything. We just had to throw it all out. It just matter of fact, it even sat out. Some of the pieces got put out in the rain by accident. It was sad to let it go, but it's just couldn't even get rid of it. Couldn't even give it to anybody because I was afraid it'd be, dangerous. Unfortunately, none of the pieces were special. Otherwise, I would have gone to the Mono Railroad Association and see if they wanted them. Oh, row crop system. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, I have not looked at that yet. I've decided not to do, other than what I've already got in this gameplay. I'm not going to bring anything drastically new, especially anything that's script mod. I've got enough script mods going on right now. We'll see about the next playthrough. I might add the real mud and the vehicle, the real vehicle wear mod. But right now, I'm okay with what I got. So I'm not an ultra realistic player. I like to have fun while I'm playing. Come on, turn. We'll see what my next map is going to be. I was planning on going to Scotland for my next map. I think it ties in with my family relations, but I don't know. ICS has got a really cool map coming out soon, so I may have to switch over to that one. ISG, excuse me. Insane Sim guy. He's got a cool map coming up here soon. It's definitely one thing I like about playing on PC. All the script mods you can get. These modders coming up with some really cool ideas to make the game just a little bit more realistic. 25 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Welcome in, everybody. Please check in with the headman and let us know everybody you're here by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know the next time I'm streaming, typically Fridays and Saturdays. And if you can share the channel, it's greatly appreciated too. We're up to 61 subscribers. 2 of those came in tonight. And a big boost last weekend. I think we had 12 new subscribers last week. It was a great week. Almost done with this contract. It's only 1:30 game time. Must be dark because of the cloud cover. Some decent clouds in the area. Not a lot. It's decent. Not scripted for any. Whoop, overshot. Not scripted for any weather the rest of this game day. Foul weather. Whoop. Overshot that too. Got it. Love this plow. And yes, I'm well aware if I flip the plow around, it goes faster. Just like how the plow looks going this direction. I'm willing to suffer the speed. You know, the tillage graphics look the same. Have the tines curl forward like they would. Just me. Whoa. And yes, I do have crossplay, but I haven't set it up for this game, so I haven't gotten the fields big enough to really instigate crossplay yet. I've got 2 of my own fields, and 3 if you count the grass field. I already purchased another large or medium-sized field as soon as it gets harvested. Not really big on fields yet. So the game GPS does just fine for me for now. Once I start kicking in workers, then I'll probably start looking at resetting up horseplay. Gotta build them a house first. Part of the rules to the game. I have to have a house. Hey Kermit, how you doing? Another railroad person in there. Just for you, Kermit. And for the rest of us railroad fans. Thanks for coming in. No, not that I have heard of. Not that I've heard of. Oh, for the 84 John Deere? I don't know. On my playthrough, probably not. Sorry to say it, but I'm red. I like green's fine, but I prefer red. I'm not anti-green, but let's see what I've got though. Let's see here. Small, medium, or large. I'm guessing by the numbers, it's going to either be a large or... Yeah, it's not in the mediums. 7R, the 8R series, the 9s, the 8s. I don't see the 8410. Very cool. The playthrough I'm doing on is a tribute to my grandfather's farm that was in South Dakota many eons ago, and it was a red. Well, it wasn't red. It was international. It was before red was formed. An old IH. Off the top of my head, I am not remembering the model series number. I can go back and look it up. An old IH. One of the ones that get the PTO is a big flywheel on the side of it. It was, well, the dates are... What are the dates on that one? Or on the screenshot. Let's see here. What's the screenshot? I was trying to remember where my screenshot is. I have to watch it. But it had been the early. It had been the 40s, 1940s, 30s and 40s. So. Come on, release. Yeah, why aren't you releasing? Well, at least this contract is done. So we can collect that. Alright. Anything new we want to take? I don't think yet. I think we're going to head back to the farm. Not far. It was definitely one of the original IHs. I'd have to jump into another screen to pull that information up. I mean, the closest thing I could start this game play through with on it was the M. Or is it the A? I've got it over here still. I think it's the A. It wasn't anything older, at least in the mod hub at the time that I looked. Some of the non-mod hub stuff has like the old Iron Pack has older stuff that would have probably matched up. A little weary of some of that stuff. $42, yep. That's a good sized planter. All right, what do we want to do? We got the pig pen being built there. That's the new. Oh, I got it wrong. I have to work on that. I don't know why that keeps coming up with the wrong promotion code. It's just MYT, exclamation MYT if you want to use it. See, there. To go back and figure out which command's not working right. So that one's being built. That's the new garage shed. There's the new pig pen being built. Some firewood coming out. Don't have any. I wonder if it did. No. Hopefully that did not get rid of my spawn point for the garden. I'll have to see what happens the next day, because I thought we had something there. Oops. Let's see what happens if I do this. No? It's not overlapping. I'd have accidentally deleted the one pallet I had there, but the no collisions overlapping. That's good. Huh, weird. All right, well, have a good one. Thanks for dropping in, Kermit. I appreciate it. Will do. Don't forget to subscribe so you know when I stream again, if you haven't already. Not the give. All right. Okay, let's get the tractor packed up. At least clean them. She's been pretty dirty. We are coming up on midnight, my real time. We're probably not going to stream much longer. There it is. There she is. H. Oh, I was way off my letters. Oop, I didn't bring the washer back over here. I gotta find that. Where did I hide? Oh, I sold the washer. I didn't rebuy it again. I'm gonna have to do that. Just trying to figure out what to do. It's getting kind of late, personally. I think I'm gonna wrap it for tonight, for this stream. Say a big thank you to everybody who came in tonight, everybody who subscribed to the channel. A big thank you to you as well. To both Hank Williams and Emmanuel for, actually no, it's Nate Dogg tonight and Hank that joined and subscribed tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks everybody for your likes. But I think with that, we're gonna get a good screenshot here. Yeah, we got the birds flying over. How about that? So with that, everybody, I'm gonna call it a stream night. I want to thank everybody again for coming in. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check in with the Headman and hit that like button, subscribe, and then share the channel with your friends if you like what I got going on. Next stream right now will be Friday, from now, 6 days from now. Yeah. So that's typically Friday and Saturday nights is when I stream. I stream late. But thank you everybody for joining. And with that, may God be with you until our clans cross again. And with that, good night, everyone.